you want, you can unmute or you can stay muted and just recite it on your own. So 1, 2. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters education program, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to club meetings so they can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers, to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters educational and recognition programs, to act within Toastmasters core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. So that is our Toastmasters promise. I will want to see just some reactions in the chat box to know that, everybody is online and participating actively. Now, so to kickstart the meeting, I will introduce the president of Seaside Toastmasters Club, President Toastmaster Kudus Adebayo. So, just a brief bio of our president. Toastmaster Kudus Adebayo is an actuarial analyst and insurance product development expert, passionate about advancing universal health coverage and deepening insurance penetration in Nigeria. He brings a strong blend of technical expertise and strategic insight to designing impactful insurance solutions. A dedicated communicator and leader, Kudus is a Toastmasters Triple Crown Award winner, currently serving as president at Seaside Toastmasters. He is the past program quality director for Area 11. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause, a virtual round of applause for our president, Toastmaster Kudus Adebayo. So I'll hand over the virtual lecture to you, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mohammed, for that cheerful introduction. Thank you so much for the only person that actually clapped for me. Toastmaster Gant. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and cherished guests. You are welcome to our second meeting of the month. It's great to see all of us here with so much energy and purpose. Good afternoon. At Seaside Toastmasters, our mission is clear. We are here to create a supportive and positive learning experience where members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills. As the Seaside Hams had said earlier, we hold our meeting every first Saturday of the month at a hotel and suites. And we also hold the second meeting virtually on Zoom. Also, every second Saturday of the month, our meeting is held from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And our theme today is charting new horizons. Charting new horizons. Our world is like an ocean. And for you to discover what is ahead, we must be willing to leave comfort behind. Our inspirational quote of the day is a quote by a French author, André Gide. You cannot discover new oceans unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. This quote actually instill what our theme is trying to say today. For us to set new milestones, we must be willing to try new things. We must be willing to take bold steps, stretch beyond what is familiar. That is how we grow as a people. Today, I'm going to invite you to do just that. I'm going to invite you to set new goals, take up new roles, be courageous, become the best version of yourself. So I'm going to welcome you again. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mohammed. It's actually a powerful quote and it resonated with me. So I will welcome you again to Seaside, where we don't just meet, rather we move forward. We grow and we chart new horizons. So with that, we are going to begin today's meeting. So we cannot chart new horizons if our ship is without a captain. At least you know that every voyage needs someone to steer the wheel, someone to guide the flow, energize the crew, and ensure that we arrive at our destination. In other settings, you will call the person that will direct today's meeting, the MC. You may call the person an anchor or a moderator. But here at Toastmasters, we call them the Toastmaster of the day. The Toastmaster of the day is the person who is going to set the tone of today's meeting. It's the person who is going to ensure that everyone who speaks today is being brought to the spotlight. And the person who is playing our Toastmaster of the day for today is a graduate of social work at the University of Lagos. She considers herself a polymath, and she is, because she finds joy in exploring various interests. She enjoys helping others and volunteers with NGOs she's passionate about. Her hobbies are journaling, storytelling, watching Netflix, and creating lists. Her favorite quote is, "It is the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting." She's currently the Vice President Education at Surulere Toastmasters Club and the Welfare Manager for Division D. Please, let's give a virtual round of applause to Toastmaster Kufuola Jagun, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kudus, for that wonderful introduction. My favorite part of my introduction is always the quote, and I was humming along as you said that. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Evening.
Good evening. Thank you very much. My name is Koporola Jagun as. Oh, good. Good afternoon. I'm sorry about that. My club's meeting is usually in the evening, so I'm pretty much used to that. My name is Koporola Jagun, and I am your Toastmaster for today's meeting. According to the theme of today's meeting, Chatting New Horizons, does anyone here want to tell me the last time they tried learning a new skill or the last time they did something new? Does anyone remember? Toastmaster Ibubi, do you remember the last time you tried something new?
Yes, Madam Toastmaster of the day. I currently signed up for product management course, so
Oh,
I just started learning new skill again, right? So if I remember when I started, so I just started. So I started learning another one
okay.
just last week.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
amazing. Product management is amazing. Thank you very much for sharing that. So, as Toastmaster Ibube has said, he started learning product management. And I want us to know that even when we made our decisions to join Toastmasters, we were trying to chart something new for ourselves. And that is what Charting New Horizons is like. It's not just about, it's always about building yourselves, building your skills, and finding new opportunities to become a better person, which is why this is a very beautiful theme for the meeting. Do we have any guests in the house? Can we indicate if we have guests in the house? I do not see any hands raised, but I'm just going to go ahead and okay, we have a someone signifying that they're guests. So we have many guests in the house. So for Toastmasters, you're already familiar with this sequence, but for the purpose of our guests in the house, I would like to explain the structure of a Toastmasters meeting. Usually in a Toastmasters meeting, we have three sections. The first is the prepared speech section, the second is the table topic session, and the third is the evaluation section. For the prepared speech section, this is where members who have practiced with their mentors and had time to develop their speeches come on this lectern, virtual lectern today, to deliver their speeches. For the table topic session, this is the impromptu speaking category of the meeting. Here you get topics to speak about without any prior notice of what the question will be. The purpose of the table topic session is to help you build your impromptu speaking skills and also help you think creatively. Then finally, we have the evaluation section. For Toastmasters, we like to say feedback is the breakfast of champions. And this is why the evaluation section is one of the most important parts of the meeting. How do you get better at something if you don't get feedback about how you did? In the evaluation section, we get feedback on how the meeting has gone, and so that we can do better and just create new systems to help us do better in our speeches, in the quality of the meeting, and everything about the meeting. Speaking about evaluation, the next role player I'm going to be introducing is someone we call the general evaluator. The general evaluator is the one that often handles the evaluation portion of the meeting. But before I introduce him, do we have any questions about what I have said about the sequence of the meeting? Okay, so I'll be introducing our general evaluator for today's meeting. Our general evaluator is a sales and marketing professional. He's also a sports and fitness enthusiast and loves to spend quiet time in nature. He enjoys playing chess in his leisure time. Our general evaluator is none other than the Vice President Education of this club, who is Toastmaster Ugonna Ayao. Toastmaster Ugonna, you have the lectern.
Thank you most
Toastmaster
kindly.
Ugonna, okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Good afternoon. Please confirm you can hear me and you can see me. Okay. Thank you very much, TMOD Toastmaster KQ. So good afternoon once again, Toastmasters and guests. As general evaluator for today, my responsibility is to provide feedback to us during the course of the meeting. I will look out for the entirety of the meeting, every speaker and everything that has happened today. And at the end of the meeting, I will come back here to give feedback. It's important that we get feedback because we need it to grow. Just as the American tech giant Bill Gates will say, we all need people who will give us feedback. That is how we improve. So we need people who give us feedback, and that is how we improve as Toastmasters. And that is my role today. To do that, I will be doing it with a team of players who will give feedback specifically on different aspects of the meeting. Here we call them our role players, and they are part of the evaluation team. I'll be introducing them to you, and they will come here to tell us their role and what it entails. Our first role player for today who will be giving us feedback and evaluation is the timer. A timer for today is a software engineer who is strong and passionate about personal growth. Outside of coding, she enjoys good food and values making new connections and friendships that enrich her broad spectrum and interests. She joined Toastmasters to improve her leadership and communication skills. Dear Toastmasters and guests, please, with a virtual round of applause, use the emojis in your computer or your device. Make welcome to the virtual lectern, Toastmaster Abibat. Abibat, the virtual lectern is yours.
All right. Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator, for the warm welcome. As rightly introduced, I'm the timer for today, and my role is to keep track of time to ensure all speakers stay within the allotted time. And I'll be doing this I'll be displaying three cards during the course of the meeting. And for the prepared speeches, they have 5 to 7 minutes. As at 5 minutes, I would be, okay. As at 5 minutes, I'll be displaying the green card. As at 6 minutes, I'll display the yellow card. And as at 7 minutes, I'll display the red card. Then for the table topic segments, the speakers have within 1 to 2 minutes. As at 1 minute, I'm going to display the green card. As at 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll display the yellow card. And as at 2 minutes, I'll display the red card. And for the evaluation segments, the evaluators have within 2 to 3 minutes. As at 2 minutes, the display card, the green card will be displayed. As at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, the yellow card will be displayed. And as at 3 minutes, I'll display the red card. And also to note, I'm actually timing all aspects of the meeting, not just the speakers. So also for the Toastmaster of the day, I mean, there's a time that is allotted within the agenda. So maybe once that time is up, I'm just going to display the red card. And what that means is maybe just wrap up the speaking engagement and kind of move to the next item on the agenda. So before I leave, I'll just end with this quote. This is a quote I think I said I got it from TM Grant, and he said that's his mom. The quote is, that's TM Grant's quote from his mom. I kind of like it. And the quote is, if you don't time, time will time you. And now is the time to time. We need to time. Thank you. Bye. Over to you, General.
Thank you very much to our timer who will be here to time so that time does not time us. Thank you for that quote. It was beautiful. And you've heard that from our timer who is very strict. Please, if you are speaking, try and adhere to time. And if you are a prepared speaker or during table topics, you'll be encouraged to pin the timer if that may help before you proceed in speaking, so you could see the timer on your screen. Our timer for today is Toastmaster Abibat, and she's named Timer Abibat. So please, let's take note of that. So we segue to the next role player who will come to help us in the evaluation of this meeting. The role player is our counter. Our counter for today is the Chief Executive Officer and Director for OSM Homes, where they provide exceptional property solutions. His interests and hobbies are football, traveling, and real estate. He joined Seaside Toastmasters Club to improve his communication, leadership, and public speaking skills. Dear Toastmasters and guests, please make welcome to the virtual lectern our counter for today, Toastmaster Segun Olabode. Toastmaster Segun, the virtual lectern is yours.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. I hope everyone can hear me. Yeah, nice. Good afternoon. So as a accountant for today, my role is to help us become more aware of our speech habits. So I will be listening carefully for filler words and sounds. So what are these filler words? They are words that we use unconsciously during our speech. And I'll be taking note of words, filler words like and also crutch phrases like well, and so. And I'll also take note of other random words, repeated words and phrases also. So, because our role as a good communicator is to become better and reduce and these habits, I mean, with the use of these filler words and sound. So at the end of the meeting, I would give a brief report on how these filler words and phrases occurred for each speaker. Thank you. Back to you, General. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, our counter. So the beautiful thing about Toastmasters is that we are always here to learn, and playing roles is one of those ways we could learn. But when you see us play roles, it also means we are evaluating ourselves because we try to improve on our speech. And I believe our counter will do an amazing job today to help us take notes of the use of filler words and sounds while speaking. And now to our next role player, who is the grammarian for today's meeting. A grammarian is a corporate and commercial law professional currently serving as legal counsel at Grotzi Company Limited. She's an advocate for business protection and delivers legal services to clients at Grotzi. Beyond her core practice, she volunteers with the Orchid Foundation for Neurodevelopmental Disabilities as an advisory board member. Her guidance extends to areas such as law, policy and compliance, nonprofit management, and leadership. She holds a bachelor's degree from the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, a Bachelor of Law from the Nigerian Law School, a mini MBA from Tekedia, and a non-profit management and leadership certificate from the Lagos Business School. She is currently contributing to conversations on compliance and data privacy to raise awareness, provide value, and offer legal guidance in Nigeria's evolving privacy landscape. Dear Toastmasters and guests, our grammarian for today is no other person but the exceptional Toastmaster Marvelous Okechukwu. Toastmaster Marvelous, the virtual lectern is yours.
Thank you so much for that fantastic welcome. Please indicate if you can hear me, Toastmasters. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and amazing guests. As grammarian for this meeting, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers. I'm going to be listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper use of language, as well as any outstanding use of quotes, words, thoughts, and I'll also be sharing them when I'm called up to give my reports. As grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day. And today, the word of the day is a 4-letter word, which is crux. And crux means the most important or central point of an issue. The word forms are crux as a noun. You can use it as a noun and say crux, or you say crucial or crucially as an adverb. Now we've come to the, okay, this is how we can use the word. We can use it in a sentence and say, now we have come to the crux of the matter, or the crux of the argument is that immediate reform is necessary. Usually crux is followed by 2 phrases. One is the crux of the matter or the crux of the problem, but you can always use the derivatives in various forms. So each speaker is encouraged to use this word during your speech. You can integrate it. I'm also going to be giving a report on how frequent you integrate the word of the day in your speech. After our speakers are done, during this meeting, I'll be called upon to give a report of my evaluation, and then I'm going to also give an evaluation of the usage of the word of the day. Until then, I'm going to hand over the virtual podium back to the general evaluator. Over to you, TM Ugonna.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Marvelous. Now, the cross of a Toastmasters meeting is that we learn and we develop. And evaluations give us that platform, because when we do, we tend to get feedback from others and we try and become better. However, it's not a time for you to be rigid in order not to make mistakes. Our team, they are there watching, but please be free, speak freely, and enjoy yourselves. And remember, just like the American motivational speaker Simon Sinek will say, that the goal is not to become perfect by the end of the day, but the goal is to become better by tomorrow. So we are not here to be perfect by the end of this meeting, but obviously we'll be better by the end of the meeting. Thank you very much. And an integral part of our evaluation team are the speech evaluators, which you will be meeting during the course of the meeting by our Toastmaster of the day. But until then, it's my pleasure to serve as your general evaluator, and I hand over control of this meeting back to the Toastmaster of the day, the most and ever smiling Toastmaster Kofoworala Jagun. Toastmaster Kekio, back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ugona. And now we'll be moving on to the first official portion of the meeting I spoke about, which is the prepared speech section. Our first speaker for today is going to be evaluated by someone who likes to dabble in different hobbies, such as reading, watching movies, or gisting. She also likes to communicate and connects with her ability to communicate and collaborate effectively with others. Our evaluator for the first speaker is Toastmaster Igolo Aniebo. Toastmaster Igolo, please can you tell
Good afternoon. Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes,
we can hear you.
Okay. I thought it was my network. Okay. So, good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Today we are going to listen to Toastmaster Mohammed Kabir, and he's going to be giving his icebreaker. And apologies. I opened the wrong file. He's going to be giving a speech, which is the evaluation and feedback, and it's going to be the first speech of that part of that project. And the purpose of this is for him to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. Also, another purpose is for him to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. And I'll be looking forward to how well organized his speeches. And of course, it's going to be for 5 to 7 minutes. Break a leg, Tim Mohammed.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Igolo. Sorry, my network kicked fails for a moment. Can you confirm that you're done with your portion of the
Yes, I am.
introduction? Okay, thank you very much. And now I'll be introducing our first speaker. Our first speaker is a chemical engineer with a passion for technology and
So apologies, I hear the Toastmaster of the day, and I'm quite sure that she'll be back with us soon. The Toastmaster Mohammed will continue and give us the first speech, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster. Toastmaster Mohammed is a chemical engineer with a passion for technology and storytelling. He's building a Caliphate Times. Caliphate Times is a media platform amplifying northern Nigerian voices, and he writes for MK Notes, which is a personal newsletter on energy, AI. A fun fact about Toastmaster Mohammed: he organizes his life using a system called PARA. I don't know what that means, but that's a crucial thing. If you meet him, it's something we would like to know. Toastmaster Mohammed, is over to you. We can
Sorry,
see
please.
you, Toastmaster Mohammed, hear you.
Yeah. I don't think he can hear us.
Toastmaster Mohammed, if you can hear us, we can't hear you.
Not yet, not yet. I can
Not
see your
yet.
mouth gesturing. Can you hear us? But we can't hear you yet.
Sorry, apologies. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Loud.
we can hear you clearly, but now we can't see you.
Okay, can you both hear and see me now?
Perfect. Please
Okay,
break a leg.
thank you very much. So we make plans for tomorrow, next month, and next year, waiting for the right moment we feel ready. But what if that moment never comes? We treat time like it's a river, steady and endless. But in reality, it's more like a cup, small, full, and easy to spill. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and our dear guests. Weddings are fun, glamorous, and memorable. But behind the scenes is often chaos. This was no different when I planned mine. My closest friends were tireless, handling every issue and every challenge. I truly owe the success of that day to them. So a year later, when one of them, Sergey, was getting married, we all showed up for him, ready to handle everything behind the scenes. It was truly a beautiful day, a true success. As newlyweds, we were full of hope. We'd often sit and imagine what our lives would be 20 years from now, who we'd be, and what we'd become. But then, 3 weeks later, I got the call. Sagir collapsed at work and he's in the hospital. He had a stroke. 2 brain surgeries later, Sagir was gone. He was in the first chapter of something new. Marriage, a future. But suddenly the pages stopped. The news hit me like a brick. I felt numb and disoriented. A few of us gathered and talked, trying to make sense out of it, but nothing really helped. Everybody processes grief differently. I tend to go quiet, so I grieved in silence, mostly on my own. Grief, along with other pressures of life, left me hollow. I'd spend the days doom scrolling on my phone, avoiding everything I said that mattered. And I wasn't stuck, I was just avoiding movement. Days turned to weeks. Weeks turned to months. But then one day, I came across a quote from a famous clinical psychologist, and he said, "You should be afraid of taking risks in life, but be more afraid of staying where you are if it's making you miserable. Because in 5 years, you'll still be miserable and a lot older." So that hit something in me, that life is risky, but wasting time, that is the greater danger. So I started small, one project at a time. I completed an online course, renewed my Toastmasters membership, and picked up a book. Small, steady steps in the right direction. It wasn't motivation or willpower that saved me. So if there's something that truly matters to you, even a little, don't wait, just start. You think you are promised the time you are planning for, but you are not. So you should start, not because it's easy, not because you are ready, but because now is the only time you can count on. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you most kindly, Toastmaster Mohammed. Please, let's put our hands together for Toastmaster Mohammed. We should use the virtual space. Please put in the chat, say some kind words to him. That was a beautiful speech. Time waits for none of us. Thank you most kindly, Toastmaster Mohammed, for that wonderful presentation. As we continue to wait for the Toastmaster of the day to fix her technical issues. Oh, she's here with us. Welcome, Toastmaster KQ.
I'm actually back.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you very much.
For you to continue the meeting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, thank you very much, Toastmaster Mohammed. And now I'll be introducing the evaluator of our next speaker, Toastmaster Mary Alademei, and she's a trained architect and a dynamic entrepreneur. Toastmaster Mary, please can you tell us the next speaker's speech objectives?
Good afternoon. Please confirm you can hear me, please.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, you can. Okay. Our next speaker is TM Oluwatosin Alayonde. Sorry, I'm not sure I pronounced that right. She's giving a speech from the Pathway Presentation Mastery, Project Level 1, Project 3. Our speech title is The Days. The purpose of the project is to help the speaker practice vocal variety, such as a pitch, a tone, a pace, and volume, as well as a body language. She's supposed to use gestures, pauses, and movements to enhance her speech. So let's give our full attention and appreciation to TM Tosin. TM Tosin, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mary. Please, can you confirm that you can hear me? Okay, perfect. And now I'll be introducing our next speaker. Our next speaker is a skilled multimedia presenter with extensive experience in speech writing, event hosting, and voice acting. She has a strong passion and enthusiasm for effective communication. She teaches and influences on imbibing communication and leadership skills, and she's an associate of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR. She holds certifications in voice acting, elocution, amongst others. Our next speaker is none other than Toastmaster Oluwatosin Alayande. Toastmaster Oluwatosin Alayande, the lectern is yours. Toastmaster Oluwatosin, I believe you're still muted.
Apologies. Please, am I being heard now?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm sure that by now my speech title would have piqued a lot of people's intent to daze us, or even mispronounce.
Apologies, Toastmaster Tosin, if you could hear me. I'm not quite sure we could hear you.
Please, can you hear me now?
Clearly, we can.
Oh, my sincere apologies. And I was saying that I'm sure that by now my speech title would have piqued some people's curiosity. Daze. What does it mean to daze? How does she intend to daze us? Or did she mispronounce the words to mean dazzle? Or should I put a spotlight on my DPE and Madam Toastmaster of the day, who also assumes that my speech has to do with days? But relax, as you will all get to know in the next minute. Good afternoon, Madam Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. My speech title is The Dazzles. I was in my 5th year in high school when this beautiful and amiable couple moved into our neighborhood. They were not so young, neither were they so old. At that time, they had 2 children, a boy and a girl. They later had a third one while they were living in our neighborhood. There were so many things that endeared me to this couple at that time. The wife, an absolutely gorgeous woman with a beautiful smile that could melt the toughest of the hearts of men. She's also easygoing too. And the husband, an extroverted individual that would greet everybody while walking down our street then. And their children, they were named Longret, Long Jill, and Longton. I'm sure you're as curious as I am. My granny of blessed memory then, who also had a good social skill, would call out to the man while he was walking down our street. Aba Longire, Bamiki Omo Atoyare, meaning Longire's dad, extend my warm greetings to your wife and children. And I would wonder, what is Longire? I thought it was Longret. I never got to know the meaning of Longret, and now my granny is saying Longire. What does this mean? Every time I want to ask him, my curiosity is always dead on arrival. I remember this particular day, I was sitting with Granny on our balcony, and she said, Pastor Daze, yeba mi je rice, so meaning, Pastor Daze, please come and eat rice with me. Oh, nice. So My social grammar had gotten to know his name. My job is easier now. And then I said, but what does Daze even mean? So I decided I was going to get to know his name, get to know the meaning of the name of these beautiful children. And last we got talking. I cannot remember how now, but we got talking and my questions were answered. Guess what? Pastor Tongnan Daze is from Plateau State. His gorgeous wife is a Yoruba lady from Ondo State. And his children, let me tell you the meaning of their names. Longret is, I found good wealth in Yoruba land. The second child, Long Jill, is the good wealth that I found in Yoruba land is yielding. And Longton, which is the third, is the good wealth that I found in Yoruba land, which is yielding, has come to stay. And that's the name, the meaning of the names of their kids. He pastors a church then, while his wife is a teacher, teaches and impacts life like they were called to do. They were just a good family that modeled a perfect family for me. From then on, Pastor Daze became a model and a mentor to me. I remember those days he used to encourage me to remain focused on my dreams in life and not wallow in the youthful exuberance that people around me were engaging in then. His home became a second home to mine and some of my siblings, and we were always quick to go to the Dazes as we will come back home encouraged and motivated. During our mid-semester breaks or semester breaks in school, we would always be eager to go to the Dazes to keep up with the Dazes and, of course, play with the children who got their beautiful genes from their mom. Sure, Sister Daze, she would always entertain us with chin-chins and edibles and a soul-piercing, unique smile. Today, I looked back and I said I would never be able to write the story of my life without the Dazes featuring in so many scenes. Pastor Daze would give me a high five and say, Tos, you're making me proud. I'm so proud of you. He has never stopped encouraging me till today. Anytime we have the privilege to call or I go home to visit my parents. And did I mention that Sister Daze would say, Auntie Tos, God bless you, in a humble and sweet voice. Oh, how humble Sister Daze is. They were such a blessing. And their kids, Longret is a graduate now, waiting for National Youth Service Corps, and the other siblings are doing absolutely well. Pastor Daze's family is blessed by God, and they were a blessing to me. And as I was reminiscing on my childhood and my growing up in the course of this week, I decided that I was going to dedicate my speech to them today to know the kind of impact they had on my life. After all, it's better to give people their flowers to their ears and when they are still alive. Pastor Daze and Sister Daze, this is to you. Thank you so much for your profound impact on my life. By the way, Pastor Daze is on this call and his children, Longret, all the way from Plateau State, and they are with us at this meeting. Thank you so much, and over to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Oluwatosin. That was a beautiful story, and I'm glad Pastor Daze is on this call. That's really beautiful to see. This officially, can we give the speakers a round of applause, please? You can send virtual applauses to the meeting room. It's not easy to come on this lectern and speak. It's not easy to come on this lectern to use your voice. So please let's give them a beautiful round of applause. Amazing. This officially brings us to the end of the prepared speech section. And this is also the time I will call for votes. But before I do that, can the timer please confirm that the speakers were within the allotted time frame?
Madam TMOD, well, I'll say they were within the allotted time frame, aside from the glitches they both had at the beginning of their speech.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much. This means that both speakers are eligible to be voted for, and the speakers will be voting for our Toastmaster, Mohammed, and Toastmaster, who gave the first speech, and Toastmaster Oluwatosin for the second speech. Can our general evaluator please confirm how he wants the votes to be sent?
There's a poll to be launched. The Zoom master will launch it. Yeah.
Okay, so kindly let's pay attention for the launch of the poll. And with that, we'll be going